Well, if you've been watching me for a while, you've noticed that there's a huge transition going on behind me and down the room a little bit here. I had it all pretty much put together, this card room I have here in my studio. And I had to change some things because I didn't have the room for some things. I had to change some things out, and then I purchased some things. It's a long story. And so I had to restart. And I've rehung my cases on the wall, added another case. I made actually I'm not going to call it a case because it doesn't open and shut, but a rack to put cards on that I'm putting over. I just have a lot left to do, and I decided it's time to knuckle down and get it going. And you've seen, I think, the little cabinet I have over there that has drawers in it, like this. It is a very old thing, and it was an Army surplus thing way back in the 60s, maybe even the 50s. My dad brought it home to me when I was probably about 16, 17 to keep my cards in. And I just thought it was the greatest thing in the world. It's an old metal tin thing that I painted brown because it was olive drab. Anyway, that's what I kept my cards in for a long time. And now I've gone off to bigger and better things. And I got to tell you something. I've got about 4 or 5 more of these to go through and to sort out. I got a lot of stuff in them. I would like you to go along with me. I've already done a couple of these. And I just want to just dig in, show you what I got. And as I'm doing that, I'm kind of going to be sorting it. So are you ready to get into this stuff and see what kind of nonsense I've been keeping in drawers that I have not looked at? And I apologize for saying this because it makes me sound like I'm an idiot, but I haven't looked at this probably in about 6 years, 8 years. Yeah. I have used the drawer to just throw autographed cards in that I didn't want to do anything with. I'll take care of them later, so they're in here. But I don't know. I don't even know what else is in here. So let's just get digging in here. I notice I have a lot of these unopened packs. These are from some of the cards that I've collected over the years. This is the 1994 Madison Hatters from Madison, Wisconsin. They moved from Madison to Battle Creek and became the Michigan Battle Cats. And at that time, they were the Boston Red Sox. Is that right? Yeah, Boston Red Sox affiliate. So I picked this up just for historical reasons. And here's the Battle Cats right here. At one time, this guy, Aaron McNeil, was the home run king of the Michigan Battle Cats. He had the record for most home runs career-wise. Looks like I got 2 of those. And I think these are just my doubles. And here's an old Madison Muskies team issue, which is, I think, might have been what the Madison Hatters were. This is pretty cool. This is an unopened pack, an unopened team set of the Kalamazoo Wings, who were in the IHL at this time, I think. Yep, right down there in the corner. And they were really a fun team. They still exist, but in a smaller league. It's pretty good. Marty Turco. Remember Marty Turco in the NHL? He played for them. Good night. What am I doing here? Oh, I got one of these cases of, was it 1992 gold cards? You know the ones I'm talking about. I have no idea. They're just loose cards that I had to correct. It's a Burt Blyleven. That's kind of neat. Yeah. Who's that? It's Kevin Mitchell. That's kind of a nice card. This is a good set. I mean, other than being the gold cards, I mean, it's a nice set to collect. Topps did a good job on creating this. Yeah, and I think I've got a huge collection of these somewhere around here in my room or in my collection that I should probably match these up with. So yeah, that's what do you do with that many of the cards? You just store them somewhere. Okay, this is a huge I guess what I'm just going to do is start showing you the cards here. These are all autographed. This is what I used. I dumped all my autograph stuff in here. There's going to be some surprises, I'm sure. This is from the old T206 minor league set that came out. I can't tell you when. But all of the cards are like this, except they don't have autographs. There were autographed cards made of each guy in the set. But I collected the entire set. I have the entire set of these completed. One of these days I'll dig that out, because there are some guys in there that made it to the majors. Here's a Andres Galarraga autograph card. This was during my TTM days, way back in the 80s. It's kind of a neat card, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, is this Torrey Hunter? No. Look like him. Hang on here, I got to be able to see this guy. Oh, it's Mark Cameron. Mike Cameron. It's an autograph card. It's one of those insert cards. I can't tell you what it's from, but it's a Donruss card. Oh, here's a Johnny Damon. I forgot I had that card. I told you I'm kind of ashamed that I don't know what I have here. There's a Todd Worrell card, one of those little minis that's signed. I got some of these signed, and the surface of these cards are so shiny that marker pens didn't stay on them. That's why it's just a bad autograph. I stopped using them. Here's Mike Aldretti. I always thought Mike Aldretti was going to be a big star. He could hit. He was a powerful hitter, but he just didn't do it consistently. Oh, here's Curt Ford. Always liked him. Saw a thing one time that he could sign his name exactly alike with each hand. He was ambidextrous. Oh, okay. This is one of those Larry Fritsch cards for the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League. The reason I got this card is, you'll notice, I'm going to see if I can get this up without, right there on her chest, that little crest says Battle Creek, Michigan. And you can see the BC for Battle Creek. I think it was the Racine Bells eventually, as they moved across the country, and when the league started to kind of run down and fade away, they moved to Battle Creek, and that's where they kind of ended their stay in the league, and the league kind of folded. But she played for Battle Creek, and it's autographed. I thought that was cool, because a lot of folks don't know that Battle Creek had a women's team. I have several of those cards autographed. I just saw recently a Madonna photograph of her playing the character she played in A League of Their Own, and it was signed. I don't like Madonna much at all, but I wouldn't mind having that on a baseball card. That would be pretty cool. Juan Samuel, again, this is one of the ones I picked up during my days of TTMing, and same with Scott Bankhead. And when I was doing this, here's Rob Piccolo. When I was doing this, we could send them to the ballpark, and they would sign them and send them back. But I had Rob's home address. I can't remember where I got it, but I sent him 2 or 3 cards. He signed every one of them, sent them back. And I just thought I was a genius back then. Like, wow, I got his autograph from his house. We're friends now. Oh, here's another one of those. Sophie Curry's. I'm trying to think of the name that they had for like the women's version of Ty Cobb. I think they called her, I don't know. They had a last name Cobb. I can't remember, but it was a female name. She was a base stealer. She could hit. And this is part of the Ted Williams baseball card collection. And she signed it with some stats. Can you see that little emblem down in the corner there? I love these cards. I love the Ted Williams Card Company had some really nice cards. They were only around for 2 years, I think. Here's Rob Deere. This guy could hit long home runs, but the the drought between them was weeks of striking out. I still liked him when he played for the Tigers. This is Darren Lewis. Donruss collection, the autograph collection they had. Oh, here's Paul Ossenmacher. I got this one in person. He was up at was it Calvin College up in Grand Rapids? He was up there signing autographs at a show years ago. Here's Michael Tucker. I like that card. That is a minor league card, I think by, what is that? Classic baseball card. Classic sports cards. That is a nice card. I remember that card. Oh, here's this is a newer card. Oh yeah, I forgot. I dumped a lot of cards in here that I just didn't want to deal with. That's Brandon Woodruff. I can't even tell you who this is. Printing is so small. But he's nobody that I know of. It's kind of a pretty card anyway. All right. And here's a card that I have a story with. It's Lenny Dawson, obviously, autographed. Now, a friend of mine I worked with in radio, him and a couple of buddies had created this little network of broadcasting that they traveled around. They put their soundboard in the back of their car and they drove to Champaign-Urbana. They drove down to Notre Dame. They drove all over in the Midwest, including and especially the University of Michigan, to cover basketball games. And then, of course, the NCAA kind of stopped all that when they kind of consolidated all their broadcasting things, and they kind of gave up on it. But they were good. They did a good job. And eventually he went on to be a sideline reporter for a while for the Kansas City Chiefs. So he worked kind of closely with Lenny Dawson because Lenny was an announcer. And I said, "You get to work with Len Dawson?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "If I send you a card, would you get him to sign it?" He goes, "Yeah." So I sent him a card, and this is what I got back. Isn't that cool? I have another one in here, too. Oh, right there it is. Pretty cool, isn't it? My friend's name is Joe, and I have not talked to Joe in close to 40 years. Oh, these are the courtside basketball cards. You bought the set, and you always got a free signed card in each box. And at the time, Larry Johnson was the player that everybody wanted to get in here that was signed. I don't know if anybody ever that I know did, but we were buying them up. You go to KB Toys, and you could buy the whole box for $1. So it's $1 worth it to get some autographed cards. Here's Darren Baker. Yeah, these are some newer cards that I have picked up and just dropped in here. Carlos Perez. I did not pay $4 for that. That was part of a lot. In fact, most of these are just parts of lots of these newer cards. Royber Salinas. Oh, here's Brent Barry, basketball. What is this one? Rick Tootin. It's a kicker for Seahawks. I didn't even know I had that. Ooh, here, now this one. This is, I remember buying this. I bought this just because he's a Michigan State guy. Javon Ringer. Got a chance to meet him once. He was friends with Drew Stanton, quarterback for the Lions and among other teams, and quarterback for the Spartans, obviously. And the radio station I work for co-sponsored a kickball tournament, kick soccer. And they did it for charity, and Drew came in and was pretty much spearheading the whole thing, and he brought in all of his Michigan State buddies, and this guy was one of them. I thought he was pretty cool. I want to go see if I can find a card, and I did. And then threw it in this box and forgot about it. Okay. This is a really nice Billy Kilmer card autograph. I'm not sure. I definitely purchased it I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't even know why I bought it, and I just threw it in a box. That's just silly of me. Do you do that? Please say yes. I don't want to be alone in my goofiness. Oh, here's a really nice card. This is made by Kellogg's actually it's made by Upper Deck for Kellogg's. And Kellogg's brought Jerry in to speak to kids at the school, Battle Creek Central High School. And he signed a bunch of these cards, and gave them away. And then Kellogg's had some left over and sold them, or I guess, I don't know. Somebody that was at one of the events brought it to me and said, "Hey, would you like to have that?" And I said, "That is cool. Yes, I do. If I ever get a Jerry Rice card autographed, I want it making sure that he's catching a ball. And that is him catching a ball." That's cool. And why do I have it just tossed in a box? I'm going to be asking myself that question a lot. Brendan Bean. Diego Mascara. Now you can see these are some newer cards that just got dumped in here because I didn't know what else to do with them. Mikey Romero. Oh, here's an Inception card. I love Inception cards. Anthony Alford. That's probably why I have this one, because I just like the card. And I just dumped it in a box. Never to look at it again. Charlie Soto. Oh, now here's some more cards that are part of my TTMing as a youngster. I guess I wasn't a youngster. I was in my early 20s. Kurt Stillwell. It is a youngster when you're an old man, so I stand corrected. I was a youngster. Sean Dunston. Oh, why is this in here? Chili Davis. He needs to be in my box. Excuse me, my binder. He needs to be in my binder. Chili Davis. He was good. Oh, here's some more of those T206 cards. The old Judge T206. This is Marshall Bowes. Yep. Signed. And this was Aaron Foltz. And I know Aaron, he did make it to the major leagues. I believe he was a pitcher for the Cardinals. What do we have here? All right. Some more of those basketball cards from Classic that you get a free autograph card with it. You can hardly even see it on there. It's so dark. It's from 1995. There is an autograph on there. It's toward the bottom. You can see that little white blob. There's a big blue blob in it. That's his signature. And here's another one. Russell Larson. Same thing. This one's kind of cool. This is Mark Macon. Again, it was the free autograph you got when you bought the set. And here's another one. Donald Hodge. Looks like I got 2 or 3 more. You know, they're kind of colorful, kind of cool. They're nobodies, but I don't mean that in a bad way. Jimmy Oliver. These are college ball players. Oh, why is this in here? This is Vinny Pasquantino. Can't believe I've let him languish in here. I've got a whole binder full of these guys. I must have just got it and stuck it in here. Like I said, I have not looked at this in a long time. Will Crow. It's a Panini, I think. Yeah. I don't collect Panini stuff just because they don't have logos on them, and I don't condemn them for it. That's just not what I collect. They make great cards. They make beautiful cards. And if they were allowed to put logos on their cards, I'd be buying them instead of Topps. I'm telling you. Brandon Hughes. Okay, this is another one of the newer cards that I just dumped in here. I don't know of him. JP France. Here is Quinn Priester. I remember pulling that card. I thought, "Oh, hey, who's this? Is this Mr. Skeens?" No. Oh, what a disappointment. I collected this whole set. I bought a lot of boxes. A lot of boxes. Until I made a set out of these. So I had a ton of cards. I still have them. And that was fun. I enjoyed putting that set together. I did not enjoy spending all that money on the cards. I guess I could have just waited and then bought the set at the end, but that's not really collecting in my eyes. It's not as far as I'm concerned. Who is this? Connor Capel. Oh, yeah. Oh, here's a great one. This one does not have a... I better put this in a sleeve here pretty soon. This is Oddibe McDowell. And he was part of my TTMing. I'm going to put him over here. Here's a card I pulled out of a box. I only bought 2 boxes of these a few years back. That was up in the air. Like, I don't know if I want to collect these. And when I say that, what I mean is I want to put a set together. If I buy something like that, I want to put a set together, then I'll buy the boxes. But I can't really afford to do like I did with the 24s there. That was brutal. That was just a lot of money. But these, I decided not to do it. I wished I had done it. I do like the way they look. Danny Salazar, who I thought was going to be great, but I pulled that. Here's another one I pulled. This was the very first autographed card I ever pulled from a box. I didn't buy a box of these. I was just buying packs from a card store. And this is Bartolo Colon in his minor league days. And I thought I was the richest man in the world. I just got me an autograph card, and I showed it off, and people go, "Who's Bartolo Colon?" I don't know. Well, look at that card. It's die cut. It's numbered. It's Bartolo. And he went on to be a pretty good pitcher and hit that home run, and people make fun of him all the time, but he had some longevity. Okay, here's Bobby Hughes in that T206 old Judge set again, autographed. Yeah, these are all going to be autographed, I can tell. Oh, here's Joe Hamilton. Now, you don't know Joe Hamilton. There is a Joe Hamilton that played, but it wasn't this Joe Hamilton. He played left field for the Michigan Battle Cats, and every time he would run out to his position, he would run and do a backflip, just like Ozzie Smith, and go out to his position. And the fans absolutely loved it. I used to take my mom to the games, and she couldn't wait to see him. I don't know if he ever made it to the league, but he was a lot of fun. Okay, this is Bob Abreu. I told you that old Judge had some stars in it. Here's one. Here's Kim Ashworth. He was like a Dodgers farmhand that people were all thinking was going to amount to something. I think it was the Dodgers. Yeah. Oh, here's Jason Isringhausen. He was coming up as a huge star for the Mets, and I don't know how he got sidelined with this disease, but if I'm not mistaken, he was diagnosed with tuberculosis, and he had to take some time off to get better. He did eventually make it to the league. I'm almost sure that's the story, and if I'm not, you can correct me. But he came back. He actually pitched, and he pitched okay for a while. Here's Kareem Garcia. He also made it to the leagues. I don't know if he made it to the Dodgers. I know he played in Detroit, and I know he played in New York, Yankees. He was part of that situation where fans got down in the bullpen when it was during the playoffs or something, and they were beating the snot out of a fan, and he was there. I don't know what matter of complicity he happened to be in, but he was there. This is Tony Womack. I did not pay $5 for this. What is this? Oh, wow. This is the Topps Gold label, the big thick metal frame. Beautiful card of Starling Marte. This should not be in this box. Again, picked it up somewhere and I went, that's kind of cool. And I put it in here and forgot about it. I got to get better at this. Oh, wow. Here's another one. I remember buying this card. Carlos Lee. Yeah. I got to get better at this. I can't tell who that is. Ben Joyce. Oh, wow. Cal Stevenson. He was pretty good. I don't know if he's still playing. Oswaldo Osorio. That's a pretty card. Okay, here's another T206 Old Judge card, Kerwin Moore, autographed. I bought a bunch of these through the buying packs, and then they just became very hard to find. I couldn't find them anywhere. I looked on eBay. I went to the card store I was buying them on. They ran out and they never bought more. Went to another card store. They had about 4 packs left. I bought them. They were expensive too, because you could get these autographs in it. And I ended up being about 8 or 9 cards short. And eventually, I saw a big lot for sale on eBay, and I bought it. I just bought it. I didn't even look to see who was in it, because I figured I'd have to get some of them. I got all of them in that lot, and these are some of the ones I had left over. I don't think I'd ever get that lucky again, I can tell you that. All right, this is one of the classic cards of the Rookies Preview 1995, and this is, I can't tell you who that is, Chris Sheff. It's mini. And that set, I think A-Rod had a card in that set. Here's Wilton Guerrero. Yes, he's the brother of Vladimir the First, uncle to Vladimir Jr. This is Kevin Gryjak. Here's Jimmy Hurst. Okay, going back to those classic autographs thing, the authentic signatures. I think they're classic. And the rookies anyway. This is Dustin Hermanson. I saw Dustin Hermanson all over the place during the 90s, because this guy was going to be the next Roger Clemens. I don't even know if he made it to the bigs. I hope he did. Oh, this is Ramon Castro. I got this in person. He was playing, I want to say he was playing for Fort Wayne. Back then it was the Wizards, Fort Wayne Wizards. I think he was. I don't know for sure. And I had some cards. I said, hey, can you sign this for me? He said, yeah. They were playing the Battle Creek, or the Michigan Battle Cats in Battle Creek. Oh, here's Ozzie Timmons, another one of those minis. Here's Kevin Smith, a purple parallel. I don't even know when, just recently. I think I got this one because he played in Lansing. Now, you played for the Lugnuts. Lansing is about 50 minutes north of me right now. This is Trey Ambaguri. Trey Ambaguri. Oh, here's another TTM from Juan Samuel. I think when I sent this, he was actually a base coach for the Tigers. He was a really good ball player. Really good. Here's Cal Daniels. I don't know what ever happened to Cal Daniels. He was good. And then he went to L.A., and I thought he was going to be great. And that wasn't the thing. I forgot about this card. Jimmy Wynn. And it's signed in ballpoint down at the bottom. A little piece of tape at the top. I loved this guy when I was young. The toy cannon. Oh, here's something that's pretty cool. Andre Dawson used to sign for absolutely free. You'd send it to him at the ballpark. He'd sign them and send them back. And so did this guy, Rock Raines. Okay, we're down to the last stack. Luis Frias, or Frias. Oh, here's one of the Stars and Stripes, USA Stars and Stripes from Panini. This is Tyler Head. This is Jared Kelly. This is a nice looking card right here. This is a Stadium Club. It's a rookie card of Oliver Ortega. And this one is Deshaun Knowles. That's a beautiful looking card. I don't know if he made it. Here's another Panini card. This is a Panini Prism. And Mike Soroka. I know he made it. He's pretty good there for a minute. Nick Fortes. This is Spencer Watkins. I like that card. I love the Orioles uniform. I think that's pretty cool looking. I keep looking down in this drawer, and it seems like there's just more and more cards coming. I don't know who this is. This is Newton. This is Shervin Newton. I think that's what it says. Oh, here's another nice looking card. Alex Call. Oh, what is this doing in here? This is Charlie Hayes. That is so cool. Yeah, gotta get him out of there. Glenn Allen Hill Jr. Okay, last little stack here. I can't read it. It's just, wait, it's autographed anyway. Oh, it's the same card. Hold it. That's kind of cool. I didn't know I had that. There he is with the chrome, and there he is with the blue. Genrod, I think is his last name. Here's Bitsko. This is his last name. I can't read the first name. It's just too small. Here's a Guerrero. Gregory. I don't know him. Is he an imposter? Is he really a Guerrero? Maybe. There were two cards there. Okay, last little stack here. Oh, this is a nice card. Oh, Thomas Nido. Played for the Tigers just recently. Kind of a fill-in catcher for a while, and everybody in the organization loved him. But, you got, at the time, Dylan Dingler was just starting to come up. And when you had him down on the farm, somebody had to go. Okay. Last name is Holland. I can't read that first name. I'm sorry. Michael Baez. Jordy Vargas. Emmanuel Bonilla. I like that card. It's kind of cool. And my final card is Pablo Abreu. And it's all crackly iced, and it's numbered, and it's autographed. That's it. That's the box I haven't checked in a long time, and there were some wonderful surprises in there. I'm going to have to pull some of those out, put them in my binders, put them somewhere else, and figure out what to do with the rest, because I can't keep all this stuff. There we go. If you saw what you liked, give me a thumbs up, would you? If you're new here, could you subscribe? I'd appreciate that. And, I've got about, I think I said 2 more boxes of these, 2 more drawers. I think it might be more like 4. But I'm going to have another one coming up pretty soon, so stay with me as I clean out my office. Talk soon.
Cardboard meditation helps set your mind right. Thank you for watching. Show us your appreciation by clicking the like and subscribe button. Ring the bell while you're at it so you'll know when we upload a new story.